So, can a robot really triple your money in a Forex market? I mean, that's a pretty powerful promise, right? Well, that's exactly what we're digging into today. We're going to break down the sales pitch for a popular trading robot course, the Escola But FX, to see what they're actually offering to beginners who want to try and automate their profits. All right, let's get into it.
And it all starts with a promise, doesn't it? This one is a big one. I managed to triple my capital. Now, this quote from a user named Marcelo is the hook. It's the dream that pulls so many people in. It's that core idea that you can put your money to work and just watch it grow, all thanks to some automated software.
And yeah, that leads us right to the big question. Is it really possible to automate profits just like that? To figure out what's behind these really bold claims, we're going to break down the product, the process, and all the promises that are being made here.
Okay, first things first, let's take a closer look at the results they're showing off. Because to really get why these systems are so appealing, you have to see the specific outcomes being promised to people. The promotional material highlights some pretty specific figures. So you've got Marcelo, who we just heard from, claiming he tripled his capital. Then there's Gelson, who they say turned $343 into $920, and Runel apparently doubled his capital. See, these are the kinds of specific, potentially life-changing returns that really grab your attention. So with those incredible results as the backdrop, what exactly is the product they're selling to make it all happen? Because it's not just some piece of software you buy and you're done.
The product is actually an educational course called the Escola But FX. And this is a really crucial point. You're not buying a guaranteed return. You're buying access to knowledge. It's a one-time fee, and it's supposed to teach you everything you need to know to operate these trading robots yourself. And this number is a key part of their sales pitch. The creator, Misael Martins, he claims he's packaging 5 years of his own experience, both the wins and the losses, into this one course. The whole idea is that you, the student, can basically shortcut the learning curve and hopefully avoid making the same expensive mistakes he did.
Okay, so it's a course and it's based on 5 years of experience. But what do you actually get for your money? What tools are in the box? Let's break down the whole package as they present it. So the course is sold as this all-in-one package. It comes with the trading robots themselves, plus specific setups, which are just predefined settings, and indicators, which are tools for analyzing market trends. They also promise you'll get future updates, access to a student community for support, and full training on the essential trading platforms like MT4 and MT5. They even throw in some perks like discounts and VIP support.
All right, now we get to the real meat of it, especially if you're a beginner. You get all these tools, but how do you actually make them work? The course promises to teach you all the details, but the initial pitch focuses on a very simple, very streamlined process. According to them, it all boils down to just 4 steps. First, you install the MT5 trading platform. Then, you literally just drag and drop the robot file onto a currency chart. Third, you set up a few basic parameters, which they teach you in the course. And finally, you just let it run. They do recommend using what's called a VPS, a virtual private server. Just think of it as a computer in the cloud that's on 24/7, so your robot can keep trading even when your own computer is off.
So the ultimate promise here is autonomy. The whole goal is to get you comfortable enough to set up the system, switch it on, and then basically walk away, while it analyzes the market and places trades for you automatically, all based on its programmed trend strategies.
So we've seen the promise, we've seen the product, and we've seen the process. If a potential customer is convinced at this point, how do they actually sign up? Let's look at the very last step in their sales funnel.
The sign-up process is super direct. A prospective student clicks a button on the sales page, and that takes them to a reception group on Telegram. Once they're in that group, they get a payment link. After they pay, they send their proof of payment, and then, boom, they get immediate access to the course materials. It's a very clear process, and it's designed to get people in quickly.
And there you have it. That's the entire sales pitch, from start to finish. You get the promise of tripling your capital, an educational product to teach you how, and a simple 4-step process to get it going. But you know, breaking down a sales pitch is really only the first step. It leaves us with the most critical question of all, one this material doesn't answer. What is the true balance between the reward they advertise and the very real financial risks they don't? And that's the crucial question to investigate before ever considering an offer like this one.